Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. So I've said before that the older we get, the more the check engine light comes on, right? And I recently experienced a case of vertigo that was off the charts. And I wanted to talk about it, how it affected me, and how I fixed it. So there's this place in Oregon. I live in Washington. There's this place in Oregon called Silver Falls State Park. And they have I think it's like 7 or 10 waterfalls along this trail. It's like I can't remember if it's like a 4-mile hike or whatever it is, but I had been there a few years ago and I absolutely was dying to go back. And I wanted to take my granddaughter. She's 13 and she's kind of my hiking buddy. And so we had planned this trip. At the time of this filming, it's like October, November, but we had planned this trip last April. And I was going to take the RV, but the fuel prices were just insane. It's about a 5-hour drive from here, and it was actually cheaper to take the car and rent a cabin. So we decided we were going to do that. So we hop in the car that morning, and we make the 5-hour trip. I think it took us a little longer than that because we stopped for lunch and, got out and stretched at the rest stops and things like that. And we got to the cabin, and it was awesome. And we decided, we're just kind of flopped on the bed there talking about what we were going to do that evening because we were going to go on the hike the next day. And there was a movie theater nearby. We're thinking, maybe we'll do a movie and grab some dinner, just kind of take it easy because tomorrow's going to be a strenuous day for us. So we were flopped on the bed and we decided, okay, let's go to the movie. So I stood up, bent over to grab my sweatshirt, stood back up, and the room started spinning. I had never experienced anything like that. I couldn't even stay up. I ended up going down on my knees and putting my head down on the side of the bed and just sitting there. And the room was I was just like, it would not stop. And it was freaking me out. And my granddaughter started laughing because she thought I was just being a goofball. And she's like, "What is the matter with you, Grandma?" I says, "The room is spinning." I didn't want to scare her, but I'm like, I just need a minute, And it just wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. And finally, I literally crawled up onto the bed and put my head down and just laid there. And every time I would open my eyes, it was like my eyes were, it was just spinning. And it got a little less and it got a little less, but it was not going away. And if I laid perfectly still, it would spin, but it was controllable. But if I even tried to lift my head off the bed to look at my phone, it just whoa, it would start all over again. So this went on for probably less than 10 minutes, but long enough that this is bullshit. So I decided to call 911 because I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I mean, I'm 57, what's happening? So I called 911 and the paramedics were there in just 2 minutes because the RV resort we were at was just out of town and they were just down the street. So they find us and they come over and they ask what's going on. Now, by now, I'm able to walk outside and sit at the picnic table, but I'm still unsteady. I'm still feeling dizzy, but it's not spinning like it was. I could actually stand up and walk. And I sit down, they take my blood pressure, they check my blood sugar, they, look in my eyes, they look at, they're checking me out. They're doing all the things because they're trying to figure out what, my first thing was I'm a little hypoglycemic. So I'm thinking, okay, my blood sugar just dropped. We've been driving all day, blah, blah, blah. But no, everything was fine. And by now I'm kind of feeling back to steady. And they said, well, the hospital literally is 5 minutes down the road. So if you want to go, we'll take you. And I'm like, no, I'm here with my granddaughter. I don't want her to go through with that. Let me just see how things go. If things go bad again, I'll call you. So we sit there a while, they leave. I'm feeling a little better. And I said, well, let's go do the movie and dinner and we'll come back. So we drive into town. Now, where we were from to get to the movie theater, because it was actually a different town, was about a 35-minute drive because the town we were in didn't have much, but this was just, a little further down the highway. So we get there and the movie's sold out, of course. I didn't check ahead of time and, new town, whatever. So we decided to just go to, I think we went to Chipotle and we're standing in line for food and all of a sudden it starts spinning again. Not as bad, but enough that I'm like, I need to sit down. And I let her eat her dinner. I really wasn't eating that much. It was just a spinny spin. And if I was sitting down, I was okay. It was just standing up and moving around was making it bad now. So I says, let's drive back, So driving was fine, got back, laid down, felt okay. I'm like, I'm sure this will pass. We'll go hiking in the morning. So the next morning I get up and still just, not spinning like I was spinning the first minute. Sorry about the noise in the background. There's someone outside with that air blower. I hate those things. Don't you hate those things? I have a guy out here that loves to just blow, 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 blow. And sometimes I can't even hear my TV. Anyway, where was I? Oh, the next morning I get up. I'm just not feeling right. Okay, I'm going to stop this and I'll come back because he's right outside. Okay, he wandered a little ways away so I can hear myself think now. Anyway, get up the next morning and I'm still just not feeling right. I'm just feeling a little dizzy. I'm up and I'm walking around, but I'm just not feeling right. I'm still feeling a little dizzy, especially if I move quickly or something. And our plan was to go out where I knew there was no phone signal. It was, a 3 or 4 mile hike. And I'm like, that is not a wise decision with the way I'm feeling. I don't want to get stuck out there with my granddaughter and, her have to deal with this if something bad happens. So as much as it broke my heart, we packed up and we went home. So when I got home, the next week I went into urgent care. Of course, trying to get a doctor's appointment nowadays, right? Impossible. So I decided I'm just going to go to urgent care and have them check me out. So I went into urgent care, told her everything that was happening. I was still kind of, having some dizzies here and there and weirdness. And she looked all over. She looked in my ears, nose, and throat and had me do kind of some balance things and, eye tests and all that kind of stuff. And she said, well, I think it's probably an inner ear thing. Apparently there's these little crystals in your ear that get thrown off, and I'll talk about that more later. But she says they probably just got out of whack, and I'm sure you'll be fine with time. So that was in April. So now we are in, like I said, October, November. It's been a minute, and I have still been, on occasion, having the spinny. And I noticed it mostly when I would look up or when I would lay down on this side. So when I'd hop in bed and I'd lay down on this side, the room would spin. It wasn't just a little dizzy. It would spin for about 5 seconds and then it would settle down. So I kind of just got used to it. I thought, okay, this is how I live now. Anyway, and I was dealing with that for all these months, if I was looking up. In fact, one time I was on a step stool and I went up to reach something in the garage and I almost fell off because the spins, and I'm like, okay, I can't live like this. This is crazy, because it would just hit me at different times. And I used to roller skate with the grandkids and I wouldn't go because I'm like, what if I get the spinnies, and I'm like, okay. So anyway, I finally got on YouTube. You like my bangs? I just cut them this morning. I got a calic though, and I'll tell a story about that another time. I know, the blower. I know she doesn't like it either. Anyway, so I get on YouTube and I'm like, there's got to be a way to fix this. So I watched several videos and I tried different things and nothing worked. And I finally found this video. And what I liked about this video is he didn't only show what I could do to fix it, he explained the situation. So apparently there's these little things in your ears, let's just call them crystals, and they shed, just like your skin sheds on a daily basis. They just shed. And then they dissolve and go away. Well, as you get older, just like your skin sheds faster and gets thinner, so do these little crystals. And so sometimes they can get lodged in your inner ear tubes before they dissolve, and that's what causes the dizzy. And that's apparently what had happened to me, and maybe it was continuing to happen. And he says normally it's rare, but it happens. The only way to dislodge these and cause this, other than just the natural shedding, is sometimes if you hit your head real hard, it'll dislodge some of these crystals and throw you for the dizzies for a while, and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, he explained how to fix the problem. So, and I will, if I can find the video, I'll link it here. I think I saved it. So if any of the rest of you are going through that, because this was the best one I found that actually helped, because I tried several others and he explained it in a way that made my brain work and make it make sense. So basically I laid on my bed with my head hanging over the edge of the bed just a little bit, with my head turned to the side that causes the problem. And oh my God, the room just spun. It was scary. It just spun. And he said, this is normal. Wait it out. When it stops spinning, stay there another 30 seconds. Hang on. Oh my goodness, so I had company come in. I had to deal with that. It's a busy morning around here today. So anyway, back to the exercises. And I lay on my back, and like I said, it was spinning. And you had to count till 30. After it quit spinning, I had to count till 30. And then I sat back up, and it spun again, but I had to wait, count to 30. And then I went back over on the other side with my face down, and didn't spin so much, but counted till 30. And I haven't had to spin since. So apparently moving your head this way, and the key that I found that really made the difference, because I had done these exercises before and it didn't help. The key I found was waiting that 30 seconds after the spin and just really being patient, because I am never patient and I always do things in a hurry. Anyway, that was the key. So if you're going to do those exercises, really be patient and be very intentional about the movements and very slow. And like I said, I will link the video down here so that you can find it if you're having these dizzies. And remember, like I said, or like he said, as we get older, those little crystal things kind of shed more often, and sometimes, you know, they get stuck in the ear tubes. And that's, I think, why I was talking to my mom about it. She has dizzy spells a lot. I says, I think it's something that's going to happen more and more as you get older. Not for everybody, but for some people. And so I was telling her how to do these exercises, because she has days where she's just a little spinny and then it kind of goes away because I think the crystals dissolve or whatever. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Even with all the interruptions. Have a great day.